to Cooking with CCI. My name is Marisol. Today we have a fun recipe for you that your kids will surely enjoy. This is called Lunchbox Harvest Muffins, and they're very simple and easy to make and a good way to get some veggies into your kids' diet. For this muffin recipe, what you have here is 1 1/8 cups of whole wheat pastry flour. You can substitute any kind of flour that works for you. If you can't do wheat, maybe you need some rice flour, or maybe you just want to use regular flour, you can certainly substitute. We have 1 grated apple with its juices. We also have half a cup of a grated beet, but you can also use zucchini instead of beets if you prefer zucchini. We have 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We also have half a cup of unsweetened coconut, shredded, easy to find in your baking aisle. Regular raisins, 1/3 of a cup. If you want to add a little more, you can, if you really are a raisin fan. We also have half a cup of grated carrots. The carrots you can swap out for butternut squash or parsnips if you prefer that. We have half a cup of olive oil, 1/3 of a cup of packed brown sugar. We also have 2 eggs and a tablespoon of honey. And these are all our ingredients. These are easy to find in your local grocery store, as well as you probably have a lot of these already in your pantry. We start this by combining the whole wheat flour, so the dry ingredients, in a medium bowl with the baking soda, cinnamon, and salt. So you whisk this together. Just make sure it's combined pretty well. Once you do that, you can set that aside and grab a big bowl. And what you're going to do here is you're going to put your wet ingredients. So you're going to take your eggs and your vegetables, all your grated vegetables. Remember, you want to use the juices, so keep those. The olive oil, honey, which I know is going to be kind of a pain to get out of this bowl. And then you take your brown sugar as well. And you just combine those in a bowl. So once you get all of that broken down and combined in this bowl, this giant bowl, you're going to fold in your dry ingredients. When you're combining this, make sure to get all the chunks out of the dark brown sugar because it kind of creates little lumps, and you want to just make sure that those lumps are out of the dough or the pastry before you put it in the oven. Just keep mixing until it's combined. You'll see it starts sort of forming a dough in a way here. And then once you have that mixed well, what you do is you bring in your coconut flakes here and your raisins. So if you don't like raisins, but you like things like dry cranberries, cran raisins, feel free to use those. If you prefer golden raisins, that works too. It's truly up to you what you want, how you want to make this recipe your own. So once that's mixed, you're ready to scoop. So the only real difference between the mini muffins and the regular size muffins is how long you're going to bake them. So it'll take a little longer for you to bake the regular size muffins than it will your mini muffins. And since I'm making regular size, I'm going to leave them in an oven that's set to 350 degrees for 22 minutes. If you decide to do the mini muffins, it's about 18 minutes. Okay, so we're ready to put these in the oven. Again, it's set at 350. Because these are the larger ones, I'm putting them in for 22 minutes. If you do mini muffins, 15 to 18 minutes should be enough time. If you don't use muffin tin liners, make sure to grease the pan, okay, so they don't stick. Here we are with these delicious, nutritious muffins. They're ready to eat. Enjoy.